Hi, my name is Brandy Lucas, and I have the pleasure of sharing with you about Lifted Higher Ministries. I am the founder and the executive director. We were established in 2018. We started because my husband and I were licensed foster parents, and the Lord was speaking to us directly about the biological parents of the children we had in our home. He was telling us things like the children are important, but the parents are also. Plant seeds of love into the parents' lives. And so we were doing that within our own home. The first child we had in our home, the mom had my cell phone number. I talked to her daily. I met her out in public to make sure she could see her daughter as much as possible. I made sure she knew that I was not taking her place. I was just stepping in until she was well enough to get her child back. And we built a relationship, and I was able to help her with things like learning how to have a stable home, how to protect her children, how to gain stability financially. And at the end of that first year, the Lord gave me the name Lifted Higher Ministries and made it clear that He wanted us to actually turn it into a 501c3 nonprofit. So here we are, years later, going strong. Our mission is strong families create strong communities. We have the pleasure of helping these parents through our parent support program, where we do supervised visitation for the parents and their children that are in the state's care, and also transportation, because we learned really quickly that transportation needed to go hand in hand with the supervised visits, because majority of these parents did not have their own means of transportation. And we also learned very quickly that both of these spaces were an amazing opportunity for us to have some space where we could build a trust and a relationship with these parents, so that we actually had a place to speak into their lives. So it works out really well for us. I always say we're not a cab service and we're not a babysitter. We are literally building relationships with people and doing life with them. At the end of our first year, we had DHR asking us if we would please help them on their adult protective service side. And so we said, absolutely. So we also help the elderly in our community get to the grocery store, or we purchase the groceries and bring them to their home and help them put them away. We make sure they can get to the doctors. We even sit in on the doctor's appointments if they need help being able to remember the information, pick up their prescriptions that the doctors talked about, and all that good stuff. We are a referral-based agency, with majority of our referrals coming from DHR. Our biggest county we currently serve is Houston County, then Dale County, and then Henry County. And that's just because the needs are the biggest in Houston County, and so on and so forth, then Dale, and then Henry. So we have the pleasure on loving people in our community. Again, we believe strong families create strong communities. We are blessed to be able to be the hands and feet of Jesus and to be able to make an impact in the Wiregrass, Alabama area. We are a volunteer-based agency, and we are blessed with some of the most amazing volunteers possible. They have such amazing hearts for the Lord, and we are very, very thankful for them. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen about what Lifted Higher Ministries stands for and what we do in our community. Please take a moment and check out liftedhigherministries.org to learn more.